Ladies and fucking gentlemen of all the world out there to see, I'm sitting here eating fucking bacon. And this ain't much of a review, but more of, oh my fucking god, they fucked this whole shit up. Bad. I mean, bad. Oh, yeah, it's Fantastic or Fantastic Four, the new iteration movie. And I didn't see this movie. I don't want to see this movie. I saw the trailer. It was horrible. I mean, horrible. I looked at this piece of shit and I said, oh my god, this movie is going to fail. And guess what? The movie's out. You can watch it right now in theaters. And then go to an enema doctor and ask him to shove his hand so far up your ass to pull the fucking giant dildo that this movie has shoved so far up there. Now, to put in perspective what's going on with this film, the critics hated it. The fans hated it. The moviegoers hated it. I mean, they're saying this movie is almost as bad as Batman and Robin. Oh man, and I could. And the thing is that I didn't go see Batman and Robin in theaters. I finally just rented the DVD and watched half of it, and then took it out and then screamed wildly, madly as I was hammering it to death with the fucking hammer. I could not barely even stand that movie about halfway through because that movie hurt. But Jesus, man, I haven't seen a movie this badly panned since Batman and Robin, or a comic book film. And it was panned by everybody. I mean, there are YouTube videos out there of everyone who's seen the movie. Some are saying, oh, it's subpar, it's subpar. And others are saying, well, either betrayal or I want to fucking kill myself. Why, Batman and Robin proved that making a movie too campy and stupid and whatever the fuck that thing was, this movie proves that if you make a movie, even if you make a movie dark and gritty, a comic book based movie, dark and gritty and only dark and gritty, it could still fail worse than what Batman and Robin pulled out in every possible conceivable way. I'm not fucking joking. Everyone is banning this movie. Even the non-fans, the moviegoers, the fucking Fantastic Four fans, and even the critics. There is not one person who will not pan this movie. I have yet to find anyone who says, I like this movie. And this isn't the worst one. I mean, this is not the only time I've seen a movie trailer and say, yeah, this movie's gonna bomb. And no, I'm not talking about Deadpool. That may actually be a success. But I do know this. The franchise is going back to fucking Disney / Marvel. Marvel's going to get the Fantastic Four movie rights back after this. There's no fucking debate on this. It's fucking over for Fox. Because Fox has shown this attitude of, we don't give a flying fuck about our movies anymore. Or anything comic book related in any fashion. I mean, if you don't know what's going on, the reason why Bryan Singer is back, or the man who directed the first two X-Men films, is they completely clusterfucked the fucking X-Men film with X-Men 3, The Last Stand, which was pretty fucking bad and pretty much killed the franchise. But they were, like, well, we'll make tons and tons more movies. Yeah, you killed pretty much half the fucking cast, so good luck with those fucking X-Men films. Dumbass. Then after that god-awful Wolverine film, they brought Bryan Singer back like, oh shit, we fucked up bad. We really fucked up bad. And here's the thing that most people don't know. Yes, the original director is back producing, but Marvel has actually gained more control over the X-Men franchise than you think. Practically, Marvel is doing most of the X-Men movies, which has led to the Deadpool film. Because Marvel is controlling more. Because Fox has levitated most of their control to the point that it's a wonder why the 20th Century Fox's symbol is on there in the first place. And seeing how this movie was panned and basically the director was fired from Star Wars due to certain rumors of him being drunk and somewhat high and swearing to everybody in the cast and just about everyone on film. They've basically stated they don't give a flying fuck. They just don't care anymore. Fox doesn't care about their comic book rights anymore. It's almost like Fox is just saying, "Here, just take this shit, just go. We're done. We can't make comic book movies anymore." And this is pretty much proof of that. And yes, the X-Men are in their own universe, in the cinematic universe, because they still, Fox is still distributing the movies, even though Marvel's mostly doing the films now. Because what most people don't know is that Hugh Jackman almost got a deal to be in the third Avengers movie, but was canceled. Maybe because Fox, still having full control over the Fantastic Four movie, thought they could pull a magical rabbit out of their hat, or this magical rabbit out of their asses, and just make this movie the most incredible non-comic book film out there, and they fucked it up on just about every fucking level. Now, I don't have any problems with Johnny Storm being a black guy and his twin sister being a white woman, which never made a fucking lick of sense, and they never explained it, and everybody who asked them to clarify this has been told to go fuck off. I'm not kidding. They literally tell these people to go fuck themselves. I didn't care about that. In fact, the guy playing Johnny Storm was really the only good thing about this film, apparently. Because I saw Doctor Doom, and the instant I saw Doctor Doom on the trailers, I said, this movie flopped. It flopped horribly. And of course, the man they picked as Mr. Fantastic, he has never really been in a good movie, except maybe a few here and there, but holy shit, that was bad. Oh, and in the trailers was just garbage. It just fucking garbage. I'll probably see this movie when it's shown on FX and me not giving a shit. And that sequel, that ain't gonna fucking happen. They planned a sequel and got it all signed up, but seeing how the returns in this movies are so low, yeah, that ain't gonna fucking happen. No sequel. It's canned. And Marvel is going to get the rights after this. Everybody knows this. I mean, Fox is gonna fight diligently, but no. You're done, Fox. You fucked it all up. And then speaking of bad disasters and trailers that I knew was horrible, trailers to horrible movies that I knew that don't ever go to this movie, Pixels. I knew watching this trailer that movie was going to be the disaster it turned out to be. Why? Because it did Happy Madison Productions. Now, for the rest of you who don't understand, Adam Sandler used to be this really great comedian with a lot of really great movies, and then somewhere along the line with Jack and Jill, and then Grown Ups Part 1 and 2, he sucks now, horribly. His movies for the last so many years have been so bad that even his appearance in a film has literally just sunk a film. I mean, he used to be fantastic and great, but now, please go away, Adam. Go the fuck away. Of course, everyone's blaming Adam, of course, because, well, he's not as good as what he used to be. He just plain sucks. But now you got, oh god, the Nintendo bashers running around, and I'm not kidding. They tweeted things to Nintendo when this film came out. How dare you ruin my childhood? You raped my childhood and my entire life. Fuck you, go to hell. I'm not fucking joking. These are actual tweets that were sent to Nintendo when the film came out. Here's the thing: Nintendo lent out a few things for the movie Wreck-It Ralph, but they didn't think Wreck-It Ralph was going to be this great of a film. But they ran it as a test, and of course, Wreck-It Ralph was a massive success. So Nintendo's like, all right, when the next film comes along, we'll allow them to borrow more of our property right characters. So they did, and it came from Sony Pictures or Columbia Pictures because Sony owns them, and they lent out a few of their characters. What we got back was a horrible piece of shit. I mean, of course, Nintendo released it out because other companies were releasing out their franchises too, from like Galactica, I believe it was, or Galaxies, I forget the name of it. And of course, Sony, by the way, who owns the right to Qbert. That's why you have a Qbert Reborn on your PS4, anyways, and all PlayStation projects. And by the way, just to let you know, Qbert in the film, produced by a Sony Picture, was by the near the end of the film, he transforms himself into a girl, gets fucked by a comedian, and it has Qbert slash human whatever fucking children, hybrid children. I'm not fucking joking. That actually happens. And who gets the blame for this movie? Nintendo. I mean, Sony lent out their copyrighted characters too, mainly Qbert, and let him get fucked by a comedian and have bizarre hybrid children. Which actually did happen in the film. I'm so glad I didn't see that. I would have fucking nightmares forever. The trailer alone told me this was shit. Oh my god, it was shit. But I loved how everybody blamed them. The bad directing, getting Adam Sandler into the film. If Nintendo's guilty of anything, they lent their copyrighted characters out only because Wreck-It Ralph was a more successful film. And by the way, just to let you know, Wreck-It Ralph 2 is coming out, and Mario is set to be in that fucking movie. That's set in stone. I swear to God, if everyone says that Wreck-It Ralph is a bad movie and they end up just screaming at Nintendo after the NX fails and Nintendo's gone, and just saying that Nintendo is responsible for the reason why why both of these movies are crap, which will probably happen because Nintendo's blamed for everything nowadays. I mean, they're blamed for Pixels. I mean, even though it was Adam Sandler who produced that movie and talked all these companies to give up their right. And by the way, some of them were given up by Konami. Most of the movie was either Sony's property or Konami's property, or some bizarre made-up game in there so some guy can get a boner and then fuck Qbert. Fucking Qbert, goddamn. I will never get that image out of my head. But yeah, Fantastic Four in Pixels. I watched the trailer and knew they were train wrecks before they even came out. And then hearing from a couple of critics, a few of them, not very many because a lot of them said, yeah, I saw the trailer and it was shit, and I went to this movie and it was shit. So do yourself a favor. Don't watch these films. And if you did, you have my sympathies. If you liked them, you have my sympathy. Seriously. You are one fucked up human being who wants to see Qbert get fucked and then inseminated with Qberty's human fucking children. Fuck. God, I think I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. Fuck you, Sony, for that one. Oh, God. I mean, you're the one who owns the property rights on Qbert. And it was you that produced and made that fucking movie. You distributed it under Columbia Pictures, which is the production company you fucking own. And then Fox. You're a laughable fucking joke. You are fucking hilarious. Deadpool will probably be a good movie. It's mostly being made by the Marvel guys, but Fox is just holding on to the copyrights so, they could sit there, do nothing, and collect the fucking money. They just don't give a shit anymore. Disney, if you had any right frame of mind, even though you're going to get the Fantastic Four rights back, go up there and just throw down a whole shit ton of money and get the movie rights from the X-Men. And just let Bryan Singer continue on the X-Men franchise. Because Fox doesn't give a shit. See ya.